Morning everyone, welcome to Mel B's Starch-Based Life. So I have actually some good news to share with you. Um, on the last video, I said that I was having problems with my weigh scale. I don't know, maybe it was just me. My husband says every time he steps on it, it's like a consistent number. It doesn't change. So I don't know. So I decided to give it another shot, and I weighed myself, and I did it twice, and it was the same number. So I've lost another 2 pounds. So on Monday, so today is Thursday, so just this past Monday, I weighed in and I was 179. Yeah. So I started this at 183.4. So 4.6 pounds, 4.5 pounds. And then I also know that I said that I was gonna measure. I still haven't got my hands on a measuring tape, but I will. As long, like, I'm seeing the numbers come off the scale, so that's great and everything. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy to think that you can eat all these wonderful foods and eat as much as you want of them and still be able to lose weight. So, and I'm not exercising yet. I'm not, I mean, I got the Fitbit and I'm trying to like get the 10,000 steps a day, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get 9,500 or something crazy like that. But other than that, I'm not doing any like physical exercise. So it's awesome. Like, I'm taking this weight off just by eating. Like, it's a miracle. It's crazy. And like I said, I'm eating whole foods, plant-based whole foods, low in fat. But they are like your what you would call like your comfort foods. So I mean, everybody loves potatoes, okay? Potatoes is one of like the main things that we eat in my house. Potatoes. Sometimes I eat potatoes twice a day. There's been days where I've eaten potatoes for all 3 meals just because I want to. And usually it's not, I mean, they're not made differently. Basically what I do is I peel a pot of potatoes, I boil them, and then I'm either going to eat them right then or I let them cool off. What I like to do is I let them cool off, and then later on I just cut them into smaller pieces and fry them. Just dry, nothing, no water, no vegetable broth, no oil, nothing like that. I just fry them and mind you, I have a non-stick frying pan. So I just fry them, and then what I like to do is put like garlic powder on them and then some salt, and then dunk them in like ketchup and mustard sometimes. And I'll just eat them like that. Like, so good. It's funny because like your taste buds really actually kind of change. You get used to not having all that oil and grease and fat, and you begin to actually taste what the food tastes like, and it's so good. Like, you would think, oh, potatoes, like, no butter on them, ugh, that's dry, but honestly, it's not. And sometimes I just don't even dunk them. Like, what I like to do if I'm eating like broccoli or if I'm eating like green beans or something, I'll just like stab a potato and like a piece of broccoli and eat that, and it's just so good. So really, really simple. Those comfort foods, we do pasta probably, I don't know, once or twice a week. I don't like to eat a whole lot of it just because I find like if I do, then my digestion kind of slows down and it doesn't make me feel very good. So I try to limit that myself. And then, so like, if we're having spaghetti, like, that's just a lazy night for me. That's an extremely lazy night. So I'll do like spaghetti and then just pour tomato sauce on it. That's it. Again, or like sometimes I'll just sprinkle the garlic powder on it, salt, some pepper, tomato sauce. that's it. And that's supper. If I'm feeling like I want to do more, sometimes I'll cut up like onions, green peppers, celery, and then I'll saute them in some veggie broth, and then I'll put it in with pasta. But usually it's just pasta. So that's another thing. Another staple in this house is rice. So we love jasmine rice. I don't do brown rice. I don't care for it, and it takes way longer to cook. Mind you, I do have the Instant Pot now, so it wouldn't be that bad anymore, but honestly, it's just the white jasmine rice is just more palatable, and if that's gonna make you eat it, then why not, right? So we do that. A lazy meal for me with rice. I've done rice now twice with the Instant Pot, and honestly, I had it so down pat on the stove that it was like amazing, like restaurant style rice. Like it was fluffy and soft and sticky and it seemed to be way more moist, much more moist doing it on the stove than in the Instant Pot. And the Instant Pot was okay. It just seemed a little bit more drier, and I even tried to add more water and it didn't do as well. So I do that on the stove. If I'm really lazy, I will open a can of like, say, yellow beans or whatever. I know cans, not that great, but lazy, I do that. So I'll have some soy sauce. I might have some sweet chili sauce, throw the beans on top. That's lunch, whatever, supper. A lot of times I'll do like a mixed frozen vegetable and just throw that on top as well. So easy, so simple. Like, I think what happens with a lot of people is they try to make it too crazy when this really only needs to be a very simple lifestyle. There are times where I do venture out and try new recipes, which I have been doing lately. You want to experiment, you want to find new things that you like, and you know, you can fill in the gaps of where you may be getting, you know, tired of some of the things you eat daily, and it just kind of breaks it up. Or there's some people who just eat the same things all the time. So it's really whatever you need to do. So for me, like I said, rice, pasta, and potatoes are made pretty well daily here. So lately I have done a few different things. I did black beans in the Instant Pot. So easy. Oh my God. I can't believe, like, had I done it on the stove, I would have had to soak my beans the whole night before. And then I would have had to boil them on the stove for an hour and a half. I put it in the Instant Pot. I put a whole package of black beans, dry black beans, in the Instant Pot. Covered it with just enough water, like just over the beans. What did I do? I ended up putting them on for a total of 30 minutes. Opened it up and I felt like they were too dry, so maybe I didn't put enough water. Just threw some more water, shoved it back on for another 10 minutes. They come out perfect. So I packaged those up and froze them. I did that. I made, if you haven't heard of wheat meat, it's like fake meat made out of Vital Wheat gluten. I found this crazy recipe. It's so easy. It literally took me 5 minutes. I don't know, 5 minutes. And it was like, I mean, because I'm vegan, I don't want to eat meat. I don't eat meat, and I really don't, with the things that I know about how the animals are treated and how they get from A to B, so like the farm to our plate, factory farm to our plate, it really kind of grosses me out. But you just had those old memories and foods and tastes and flavors and stuff that, you know, no, I don't want to eat that, but to replicate it a little bit and just have that, you know, once in a blue moon type thing, I don't know, it's okay. So I really, yeah, I tried the recipe out. It ended up tasting like, I don't know, almost like a hot dog. It was crazy, like a hot dog or a sausage or something. It was crazy. It was so good. My family devoured it, but my husband's actually noticing some digestion issues now that he's eaten a whole ton of that stuff. So it's really kind of like just like glue, the wheat gluten. It's, I mean, yeah, so probably not that good to eat all the time, but it was a crazy easy recipe. I had to try it in the Instant Pot. Put my spices in, mixed it up, cut it up into pieces, threw it in the Instant Pot for 16 minutes, done. And it was awesome. So that was a new thing that I tried. But I'm always looking for those easy, simple things that I can do. There's days where I don't mind spending lots of time in the kitchen, but then there's days where, like I said, spaghetti and tomato sauce. Okay? So what I want to do is like show you guys how easy it can be to live this lifestyle. I also want to show you like how to make it easy as well. So, and I know I've been saying I want to get into the kitchen, so I'm hoping to do that today. I also want to say, you know, I have you following me on my journey, you know, towards health and weight loss and stuff like this. And I'm a human being, and human beings are imperfect, and we slip up, and I did have a slip up. It was last weekend. Yeah, it was last Saturday. Ended up taking the family to Subway, and I know, oh, Subway, it doesn't seem like it's that bad, but honestly, it's that bad. We all just get our veggie subs, you know, on white bread, mustard, and just veggies, and, you know, whatever. But there's oil in the bread, so I don't know how much oil. I find like the softer something is, it means that much more oil. So, I mean, their bread is pretty soft. So, I mean, there's gotta be quite a bit. Anyhow, I ate that and then I broke out. So, I'm still dealing with breakouts today. So, Saturday, it is Thursday. So, 5 days later, I'm still dealing with breakouts. I actually have a couple new boils. Yeah. So that's just from eating a sub. And this is what happens to me. I mean, the worst thing that happens to my husband is he gets a greasy nose. That's it. It's the worst thing. And then there's me. It's like somebody had dart practice on me. So I slipped up and I felt horrible and I felt guilty and I cheated, and, you know, so I don't want to do that. But I also feel like sometimes you just need to get out. So, I don't know. For me, it's not worth going through all of this, you know, to have a sub sandwich when I could make my own at home. Yeah. So, I did that. I learned my lesson. I don't plan on doing that again. I really just want to give my body a chance to heal, and I really just want to give it that time. Like I said, Dr. McDougall says that it could take like 4 months. Like, maybe it could even take more. I have no idea. So if I don't give it like a real honest shot, then I'm just a snowball. Like, so yeah, just wanted to let you know that I'm not perfect. I do slip up, I make mistakes, but I'm going to try my hardest to not do that ever again. I want to stay focused. I'm losing the weight. That's the most important thing. Well, not most important thing. Obviously, my health is the most important thing, but to see that I'm doing something right, to know that I'm eating all these carbs, these wonderful, awesome, amazing carbs, complex carbs, and eating as much of them as I want. I'm not hungry. I am never hungry. If I'm hungry, I eat. That's it. So yeah, I just want to show you guys how this, this can be so easy. Like, it's the easiest thing in the world to not have to, especially, I remember, like, in my omnivore days when I would be thinking and thinking and thinking, what can I make for supper tonight? And then you take something out of the freezer, like take meat out of the freezer and base it around that. And it just, I don't know, like, for me, honestly, it just seemed like more work than it is now. Like, it's not hard to honestly put on a pot of potatoes, boil them for 20 minutes, and that's supper. A potato has essentially everything you need minus B12. And if you've been vegan for more than 3 years, you should be supplementing with B12 anyhow. So, I mean, you can live quite a healthy life just on potatoes themselves. Is it boring? Maybe it is for you. I don't know. It isn't for me. I mean, like I said, your taste buds start to change. You really start to enjoy and love the food. So that's what I've been doing. I actually signed up last night for a free week trial at a local gym here in town. So I'm going to go over and check it out and see, give it a shot for the week, see if I am comfortable there, if I like it, if I'm going to use it. I feel, I'm losing weight, like about 1 pound a week. But if I could accelerate that to even, like 3 pounds a week, can you imagine? Like, that's 12 pounds a month. 12 pounds a month. So, yeah, I would be thrilled about that. And obviously exercise is good. And, I'm not going to go crazy, but everybody has body issues. And one of my things is, like, with all the weight gain, I developed a really huge chest. Some women might like that. Some men might like that. I don't like it, and my husband is not fond of a big-chested person. Whatever. He still loves me no matter what. But we're kind of on the same page. We're on the same boat. And I really would just like to get rid. I just want to go back to normal. Get rid of this. So, losing the weight and building the muscle will help with that. And then also, too, I have a condition called, it's called diastasis recti. So what happened when I was pregnant was, when you're pregnant, your abdominal muscles separate to make room for the baby. They are supposed to go back once you have the baby, but mine only went like that. So I have a gap in there. There are like some exercises you can do, which I've tried. I didn't really give it a good shot because really, they're really annoying. But, I think it's really noticeable on me because I have this extra layer of fat around my abdomen. So it basically looks like I'm pregnant all the time because there's nothing holding it up anymore, right? So it just kind of hangs down, and when you have fat there, it pulls on it even more and it sticks out. And so on a daily basis, I still look like I'm pregnant, and I really want to get rid of that. So I know once this layer of fat is gone, because the muscles, they're almost there, not quite, it won't be noticeable. I mean, I've Googled images of people who had the same thing, and when they're thin or trim, you barely know. You wouldn't even notice. If you didn't know, you wouldn't notice. So I just really want to work on that. You can have surgery to correct the problem. Do I want to do that? No. Not really. So I'm just going to try it my way. I'm going to lose the weight and see what happens. And if it's still, you know, protruding and really noticeable and it really bothers me, then I will work on those exercises to bring it. And you may not even be 100% successful with the exercises. They may do nothing. So it's been so long. I mean, like the last baby I had was 5 years ago. So I don't know if there's hope for that. But I do know, like, once I get the noticeable fat off of that area, it should not be an issue. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with that. Also too, I just wanted to give like a quick update on how like I'm feeling and stuff. So before all of this, so like I originally had started the Starch Solution back in February, and I was doing good for like 5 months and then off the wagon. Okay. So when I first started, I remember being like extremely tired. I don't know if it was because, you know, when you eat like so much food, you just like, I could use a nap. I don't know if it was that, just, I don't know what it was, but I swear every time I ate, I needed to go lay down. It was crazy. I don't understand it to this day. And I think I've only ever heard of like one other person like saying that they had that. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. But before that, I was also dealing with tiredness as well. So like eating like a regular standard diet that most people eat, you know, meat, cheese, eggs, milk, blah, blah, blah. I was extremely tired. So this was before my daughter went to school. I would get up in the morning and get my son ready to school, send him to school. I would make my daughter go back to bed with me, and we would stay there until like sometimes 10. I mean, there were times where I like slept until like 11. It was horrible. Like, poor girl. She has to like, I mean, she had like her iPad and stuff. Like, she got, you know, cartoons and stuff to watch and stuff. But poor girl. Like, yeah, that's not how I want to live. So I was tired of being tired. Like, there's no reason why a 30-year-old woman should have to get that much sleep or need that much sleep. So just like tired all the time, and like even during the day, like sluggish and dragging my ass, and just no motivation, no want to do anything. I don't have that anymore. I mean, there are the odd day. Yes, there is the odd day where I feel more tired than other days. But is it normal? Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe I'm still detoxing, or whatever the case is. I don't know. But the majority of the time, so like 99% of the time, I'm not tired anymore. I have energy to do things. I have a want to do things now. So eating all these carbs, it's fueling my body, giving it what it needs, giving me the energy to get up, to move, to do things. So that is definitely changed. I see that for sure. So I'm loving it. I am loving it. I can't wait till like I have like fully cleansed my body and I'm like at top notch, because I can imagine what I can do then. So it's going to be pretty exciting. So yeah, enough blabbing. It's already 24 minutes into this video. So maybe what I'll do is I'll post this, and then once I get into the kitchen, I'm gonna make another video just to show you guys some of the some of the things that I've been making, some of the easy ways to make things and stuff like that. And yeah, so hopefully you guys will jump on the wagon with me and give it a shot, and you know, really make it happen, and get your life and your lifestyle in order, and be happy and not tired and not feeling sick anymore. And you know, whatever your situation is, hopefully you can join me with that. That would be awesome. So I will leave you guys with that. Look forward to my next video with some foods, and we'll talk to you later. All right, bye.